Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that affects many of us. 10 signs you have post-narcissistic abuse stress disorders. If you've ever been in a relationship with a narcissist, you know how damaging it can be. But fear not. We're here to shed light on the signs and offer guidance on healing. So grab your favorite cup of tea, sit back, and let's get started. 1. Intrusive thoughts, memories, flashbacks, or nightmares. One of the most common signs of post-narcissistic abuse stress disorder is the haunting replay of memories. You find yourself trapped in a loop, reliving those painful moments. Maybe it's a flashback to their hurtful words or a nightmare where you're still entangled with them. These intrusive thoughts can be overwhelming. It's important to acknowledge these intrusive thoughts and feelings as valid responses to the trauma you have experienced. While it may feel like you are stuck in a cycle of painful memories, there are ways to gradually work through them and find healing. 2. Hypervigilance, always on alert. Have you become hyper-aware of your surroundings, constantly scanning for danger? That's hypervigilance. Your nervous system is still on high alert, waiting for the next emotional bomb to drop. It's like living in a war zone, even when the battle is over, and the peace has been restored. The aftermath of trauma can leave us feeling like we're walking on eggshells, never quite sure when the ground beneath us might give way. But just as our bodies and minds have learned to be on guard, they can also learn to relax again. It takes time, patience, and a gentle understanding of ourselves to gradually lower our defenses and trust in the safety of the present moment. 3. Feeling detached from emotions or your own body. Narcissistic abuse messes with your sense of self. You might feel numb and disconnected from your emotions. It's as if your heart has built a fortress to protect itself. And sometimes, you wonder if you're even in your own body. You find yourself questioning what is real and what isn't. The gaslighting and manipulation have taken a toll on your mental and emotional well-being. It can be hard to trust your own perceptions and memories after being subjected to lies and revisionist history. You may constantly analyze your behaviors and interactions looking for signs you went wrong. But the truth is, you did nothing to deserve this traumatic treatment. Healing will take discovering your authentic self again beneath the rubble of abuse. 4. Avoidance behavior. Avoidance becomes your coping mechanism. Large crowds and places that remind you of the abuser, these trigger anxiety. You'd rather stay home than risk encountering anything that stirs those painful memories. You find solace in the familiarity of your own space, where you feel safe and in control. The walls around you provide a shield from the outside world, a sanctuary where you can retreat and find peace. It's where you can let down your guard and be yourself without fear of judgment or harm. However, over time, this coping style can lead to feelings of isolation if not modulated. Gradually exposing yourself to safe social activities and reclaiming independence, even in small doses, may help overcome avoidance without sacrificing security. Recovery is not linear. Be patient with yourself. 5. Low self-worth and shame. Narcissists excel at tearing down self-esteem. You start believing their lies, that you're unworthy, unlovable. Shame becomes your constant companion. But remember, you are worthy, and healing is possible. You are not defined by the hurtful words of a narcissist. Your worth is inherent and cannot be diminished by someone else's cruelty. It's important to recognize the toxicity of their lies and reclaim your self-esteem. Surround yourself with affirming journaling, art, exercise, activities that soothe your spirit and remind you daily of why you deserve respect. Look back at evidence of your strengths, values, and virtues instead of through the funhouse mirror of abuse. Each small step of faith in yourself paves the long but rewarding road to recovery. 6. Self-blame. Victims often blame themselves. If only I had done this differently, maybe I deserved it. No, you didn't cause the abuse. The narcissist's actions are on them, not you. Remember, it's important to be kind to yourself during this difficult time. It's understandable to have these thoughts, but please know that you are not at fault. You are not responsible for someone else's harmful behavior. You had a human desire for love and companionship that was exploited. Release shame's grip by recognizing unhealthy patterns and prioritizing your wellness from here. Every day is a chance to nurture rather than deplete yourself with misplaced blame. Your worth was never defined by those who chose to degrade it. 7. Difficulty trusting intimate relationships. After surviving a narcissist, trust becomes fragile. You question everyone's motives. But healing involves learning to trust again, slowly, patiently. You may find that rebuilding trust after surviving a narcissistic relationship can be a challenging journey. It's completely normal to feel wary and question the motives of those around you. Surround yourself with empathetic listeners you feel safe enough with to be vulnerable. While opening back up to care takes courage, finding genuine support networks proves recovery is very possible in time. Continue affirming your inherent worth no matter what was said before. You deserve healthy bonds of trust. 8. High continued anxiety. Those who experience emotional pain and abuse due to a narcissist typically suffer from persistent anxiety. It's like living on the edge, waiting for the next emotional blow. Your nervous system remains in overdrive, anticipating danger. This constant state of hyperarousal can be incredibly draining and overwhelming. The impact of emotional abuse by a narcissist can leave deep emotional scars that affect every aspect of your life. 9. Overwhelming feelings of shame or guilt. Narcissists excel at shattering self-esteem. Victims often carry an immense burden of shame and guilt. You question your worth, replaying scenarios in your mind, wondering if you could have done things differently. You find yourself trapped in a cycle of self-doubt and second-guessing. The constant criticism and manipulation from the narcissist have left you feeling lost and powerless. It's important to remember that their behavior is a reflection of their own insecurities, not your true worth. 10. Nightmares, flashbacks, and reliving past experiences. The trauma lingers. Nightmares haunt your sleep, and flashbacks transport you back to those painful moments. It's as if you're trapped in a loop, reliving the emotional wounds. You feel helpless and afraid, even knowing intellectually that you're safe now. Small triggers can ignite panic and anxiety without warning. The psychological pain is almost harder to heal than physical scars. Speaking about the abuse may bring relief or fresh hurt, depending on the support found. Processing traumatic memories takes immense courage and patience. You may question your reality, self-worth, and ability to trust after gaslighting and manipulation. Remember, dear warriors, you're not alone. Seek therapy, connect with support groups, and practice self-compassion. Healing from post-narcissistic abuse stress disorder takes time, but you're stronger than you know. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs it. Until next time, take care of your beautiful souls. Signing off.